Hello, good morning, everyone. I hope that you're all doing well there, especially midweek na naman. And kinakabahan ako kanina kasi ang lakas ng ulan, baka marinig dito. So, buti na lang. And, as always, my mornings are always better because you are here listening. And I hope sa mga nagkakape dyan, habang nagpapatila ng ulan, ay meron tayong mapakinggan dito na maganda. So, there, good morning. I am Coach TJ. TJ na lang para maikli. So, I am Coach TJ. I'm a life coach from Life Coach Philippines. So I'm also I'm a certified life coach. I'm a certified martial arts artist, and I'm also a marine engineer by profession. So yeah, anything that has to do with schedules, with routines, with habits, kabisado natin yan dahil I've lived a life that is always on time. Yan, kasi napakahigpit na schedules nun, hindi pwedeng maiwan, hindi pwedeng mahuli. So yan, this is Coach TJ for Unhooked Living, ang buhay na walang sabit. So, let's get to it. So, before anything else, digital footprints. Yan. Thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints and let us know where you are coming from. Please do tag a friend. Yan. Kung sino man ang nangangailangan nito, mag-ayos-ayos ang kanilang schedule, itag nyo sila. So, help us circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I will be sharing for the session. You might want also to give some shout outs, or you want to greet people to reach out with some inspiring message. If you are watching this on a replay, please do comment #replay. I am streaming via Facebook page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube Coach A I Connect. If you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. Yan. So, ito po ang ating mga hashtags na pwede nyo gamitin. If something resonates with you, yung natin po hang ginanahan ka ngayong araw, do use our #PackMyBagMoments so that people can seek and baka ma-curious sila ano nga ba yan. And also use #CoachingTinkTok so they will know this is for them. Diba? Saan nyo ba nakuha itong saan nyo ba nakuha itong particular principle na to, and where can I get more of it? So ito yan. This is for them, and if you're watching this on a replay, yeah, put #replay. So before anything else, I want to greet Coach Nilo. Yeah, good morning, Coach Nilo. Isa sa mga pinakamagiginaw na boses sa mga coaches. Masarap pakinggan. And we have also Coach Maricel Rubian. Coach Maricel, hello. Thank you for dropping by. So sana ito makatulong sa pag-aayos nyo ng schedule. So para kanino nga ba ito? The purpose and mission for this session today is, one, let's shake off the monotony. Diba? If you are too engrossed in one activity, ito. We become, the more that we do things, diba? Nagiging efficient tayo, nakakabisado natin, but there's the risk of being monotonous. So, kailangan i-shake off naman natin yan. Maganda pang sa malamig na umaga. So, this also for the people who want to have a new perspective. So, when you shake off the monotony, may iba lahat yan, magugulo. So, it will force you to take a different standpoint. So, a new perspective ang pwede nyo makuha dito. And of course, our mission is for those who want to know, para saan nga ba itong strategic disruption na to at saan ko ba nakuha yan? And I will explain later. And of course, what are the benefits of strategic disruption? May benefits din pala yung panggugulo. Meron siya, guys. Tandaan nyo. If you use, if there's a particular method that you don't want to use, magiging part na siya ngayon ng inyong strategy. Dahil dito sa strategic disruption. So, yan. So, ano nga ba ang strategic disruption? So, first, magbibigay tayo ng definition. And after we define it, Paano natin siya magagamit in strategy? How can we make it work for us? And how do we disrupt? Diba? Meron tayong mga methods and paano natin, kailan natin siya gagamitin. And we have the perfect length. I know you might be curious kung ano yung perfect length na yan, pero mamaya, ano natin yan? I-discuss natin further yan. And of course, di mawawala ang benefits. Yan, yung strategic disruption natin, I got this concept while I was, actually, from last week. This is part of the topics that I was brainstorming from last 2 weeks ago. So, sabi ko, puro na lang forward ang takbo natin eh. Puro na lang tayo push. We also need a pull. Hello, Coach Jerry. Good morning. Good morning. Yan. So, yung strategic disruption, ito ibig sabihin yan. So, you are stopping at the most opportune time. Kaya makita niyo yung ginamit kong visual, may domino na mahuhulog at pinipigilan niya ng kamay. May nakastop. So that your strategic disruption will prevent you from spiraling out of control. Ito, stopping at the most opportune time. If you notice, di ba, kunyari may ginagawa kayo. Di ba? Kasarapan na ng activity nyo. Okay, you're in the zone. Minsan masyado ka na-focus doon, hindi mo napapansin, may mga ano na pala, may iba nang nagsa-spiral out. 'Di ba? And when they spiral out at naka-focus ka masyado doon sa ginagawa mo, hindi mo na napapansin 'yun. At pag hindi mo napansin 'yun, doon ka na nagkakaroon ng bulilyaso. That is where you need to stop. 'Di ba? And when you are not able to, let's say, you're thinking of, kunyari, estudyante ka, meron kang problem solving na item na hindi mo ma-solve. Para hindi ka na lalong mag-aksaya ng oras, di ba minsan tumitigil ka. Ito yun. This is strategic disruption. Stopping at the most opportune time para hindi na lumala yung iyong pinagdadaanan. The second definition of this is purposely stopping to recalibrate. Hello, good morning, Coach Rizel. Good morning. Yan. Thank you for dropping by. Ito yung mga gaganda at mga nagsisigwapuhang coaches natin. So, ito. You are purposely stopping to recalibrate. This is also related to the first definition na you're stopping at the most opportune time. Yung the ripest time that you will stop. Purposely stopping to recalibrate kasi nga nahihirapan ka na eh. Kumbaga, babad ka na sa isang activity at hindi ka na makausog. So you have to stop. Yes, Coach Nilo, it is a moment of meaningful pause. Pero dito sa strategic disruption natin, ipoprolong natin yung pause. Papahabain natin siya depending on the need. Kasi yan, there are some people who need to take a pause. Saglit lang. There are some people who need a vacation. So, ito tayo. Hello, Coach Marife. Good morning. I hope na kayo dyan, dry and safe. So, when you recalibrate, dun nyo ngayon nire-re-examine. Nasaan ba kayo particularly? Bakit ba hindi kayo umuusad? Baka kasi hindi nyo napansin, meron na kayong tinamaan na stumbling block. Meron kayong ginawa or meron kayong ginawa sa process nyo na dito nag-result. So you are recalibrating, you are retracing your steps. And of course, one of our favorites at laging nakakalimutan talaga is forced stoppage for recovery. This strategic disruption has been helpful for me. Example ko na, yung from 2 weeks ago. From 2 weeks ago, I was quite drained sa content creation for my client. So, I was making slides, I was making infographics. Syempre, nakakapiga ng utak yun eh. Kahit na meron ka ng material na pagkukunan, you will find a simpler way of delivering it through an infographic. So, syempre, magkakaroon ka ng brain drain, kailangan mo mag-stop. And this strategic disruption was helpful because I forced myself to stop so that I can recover. Hindi ako magkakaroon ng ganitong energy kung hindi ako muna bumawi ng tulog, hindi ako bumawi ng pahinga, at nag-decompress lang. If you are a person who, what I would say is, dire-diretso lang sa kanyang trabaho, strategic disruption is a very helpful tool, although magkakaroon ka muna ng resistance. Why? Because there are several types of workers that I can classify according to my experience. So, nangyari to when I was pausing for a moment and ano sa akin yung, ano ba magandang sabihin sa strategic disruption? So, ito. I can say that there are 4 types of workers according to my experience. And if we're going to discuss this in the terms of inner fire, yan, kasi di ba, we like to describe people using fire. Gaano ba katindi yung lagablab niyan o yung liyab niyan. There are people that we say that ningas kugon. This is the first type. Saan ako ipapasok yung strategic disruption after this. Meron tayong mga taong tinatawag na ningas kugon. Yung ningas kugon, as you all know, sa umpisa lang yan, malakas lumiyab. These are the intro boys, ika nga. Intro boys and intro girls. Yung na-excite sila ngayon, then the following day, nag-die down na kagad yung excitement. So, ganun lang siya, mabilis lang siyang masunog. So, their excitement easily dies down. So, ito yon. The second type of worker is what I call the candles. Why? The candles are different from the ningas kugon. Kasi, once you light a candle, it's consistent. Mostly consistent all throughout. Diba? Pag nagsindi ka ng kandila, una, maliit lang yun eh. Una, mabuburn muna yung kanyang wick. Then after that, maliit yung apoy, then it will soon build up to a consistent flame. Hello, Coach Hasmin, Coach Tim, thank you for dropping by. Ayan, ang dami na naman nagsisigandahang coaches natin, oh. Thank you for dropping by and listening in. So, ayun, the candles are the workers that once you start them up, or once you light the fire, tuloy-tuloy sila. They are very consistent in their rate. They're bright, they're consistent, and they're reliable. Ayun yung the candles in my assessment. So, mapapansin nyo, meron mga taong ganyan na they're not so bright. Minsan na-overshadow sila, pero they are consistent in what they do. And they are very reliable. Meron man tayong third type of worker is, this is what I call the explosive type. So, if familiar kayo sa paputok o sa plapla, yan, you can describe them as fireworks. Why? Because they have a long wick, or yung mitya. Diba? A fuse pala yun. Fuse, hindi pala wick. They have a long fuse. They have a long fuse, and at the end of that fuse is yung pasabog nila. So, paano yung example na itong type of worker? These types of worker are, pag nasindihan mo yan, parang napaka-silent niyan. Hindi mo makapansin kasi nga, if you know the fuse, mabilis siya tumakbo and hindi naman ganun ka-impressive yung niya, yung apoy niya. In fact, wala nang apoy. Baga lang yun na dire-diretsong tumatakbo. Until you reach the firework. Which is, this is how they work. Tahimik lang yan. You inspire them to do something, dire-diretso lang yan. Tahimik lang yan. You know that they're already planning something. And magugulat ka na lang may lalabas. These are the fireworks. Then you have the last classification na I can give you is Yung mga nagbabaga or the embers. The embers, if you have gone out camping or campfire, napansin nyo, di ba, you have a pile of wood. Ang tagal sindihan yan. They are that. Matagal yan sindihan. But once you get the fire going, once na nasindihan mo yan, very intense. Intense naman yun yung apoy nila. It's intense and you have to always put fuel in it so that they can maintain their intensity. Pag ngayon nawala na yung fuel nila, or sabihin natin nawala na yung wood, andyan pa rin sila. They are still intense. They may not have the light or the radiation, 'di ba? Yung nag-emulate sa kanila, but you can still feel the heat. Mapansin niyo, yun yung mga nagbabaga. That once you give them something, once you put fuel again in them, bigyan mo ng material, sisiklam ulit yun. So those are the types of workers, according to me. And how can strategic disruption help them? Is to prolong the life. Hindi pwedeng tuloy-tuloy lang masunog yan. Because people have limits and people will also suffer brain drain and burnout. Kaya nga siya tinawag na burnout, di ba? Kasi naubusan na ng susunugin. So, strategic disruption is helpful for this type of people so that they can prolong the fire. They can prolong that motivation sa kanila. So, kaya I am focusing on stoppage. Yun muna tayo. So, I hope that you pick something up from there. And yung next naman natin is how to disrupting strategically. So, when do we disrupt? If you can see the pictures, medyo magigets nyo na. So, one, you can disrupt or you can apply this strategic disruption if you feel stagnant. Hello, Coach Mao. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. So, when you feel stagnant, just like the water, the picture of the calm waterway that we have, stagnant na yan. Hindi na siya gumagalaw. Pinapamahayan na ng lamok yan, which is dangerous. Which is also the same with people. When people become stagnant, they will have idle thoughts. So, dun na magandang guluhin yan. Dun na magandang guluhin yung tubig. And of course, when it gets monotonous, that's what I have experienced this past few weeks. Feeling ko naging monotonous ako, feeling ko naging stagnant because I was doing almost the same things every day. There's familiarity in it, okay siya, but it gets tiring. Nakakapagod din yun ang laging ginagawa. So, this is one of the good things or one of the strategies that you can apply para hindi ka tuluyang makatulog. This is another time when you should apply strategic disruption. It is when you become too immersed in one activity. Pag nagta-tunnel vision ka na. Because when you lose that focus, when you lose that situational awareness, that's where you meet or that's where you spiral out. Yun, strategic disruption. Ano yung mga examples nito? Kunyari, nagtatrabaho ka. You are too focused on whatever it is that you're doing. Let's say you're doing an Excel file, nag-data entry ka, and marami siya that you need focus. However, paano kung may kailangan ka pala sa kabila? May kailangan ka sa kabilang cubicle, may kailangan ka sa kabilang office. At dahil masyado ka na nakafocus dyan, nakalimutan mo na kailangan mo pala kunin yun. Diba? So, strategic disruption method 1, setting an alarm. Para lang tumigil ka lang dun just to remind you. Reminders are an example of strategic disruption. Okay? So, yan. Saan ko ba nakuha yung strategic disruption? This is actually a method in business. When I looked it up, sabi ko baka may kapareho ako. And meron nga. Strategic disruption or disruptive strategy as what they call in business is these are the entry of unconventional methods in a traditional business. Nag-reintroduce sila ng unconventional methods to counter the traditional. And most of the time, dun nila minimeasure kung kaya pa ba ng traditional o hindi. It's shaking things up a bit so that magkaroon ng bagong customers, magkaroon ng bagong delivery, just to insert novelty para hindi naman nakakasawa. And that is what we can do to you. Pag feeling mo monotonous na yung ginagawa mo, this is definitely the right strategy for you. Yan. So how do we disrupt? Ito, nakafocus ako ngayon sa disruption natin via stoppage. Kasi you can disrupt by upping up the ante. Pwede kung gusto mo bilisan, pwede naman. But it doesn't exactly disrupt the flow. Kasi ini-increase mo lang, the flow is still there. Kaya naman, nagpo-focus ako sa stoppage. Paano mo i-disrupt yung flow mo, then i-resume mo ulit siya mamaya because you need something new. You need to jar yourself up. Kailangan mo siya guluhin. So, one, you want to disrupt, take a short break. Kaya nilagay kong icon dyan, kape. Take a coffee break, take a snack, take a walk. Di ba, Coach Marife, sarap ng, sarap bumalandra ngayon sa beach kasi nga lang maulan dito sa amin. I hope dyan sa inyo ay maaraw para makabalandra sa beach. So, yes, taking a short break is effective because nagawa ko siya nung nagbabarko ko because I sometimes get intense with my work. So, pag intense ka na masyado, minsan may nakakalimutan ka and hindi ka nakaka-receive ng feedback pag intense ka kasi you're already on the defensive, sa totoo lang. So, payo sa akin ng chief engineer ko, fourth, whenever it feels too intense, it's okay. Go take a 15-minute break, walk around, take your mind off of things, and go back to your work. Kasi dun mo makikita, ay, may mali pala dito. Ay, meron pala akong entry na, na mali. Ayun lang, Coach Marifeno. Maaraw ba't COVID is real? Mukha na lang ang tatakpan pag bumalandra sa beach. Tapos layo-layo na lang doon sa mga gilid-gilid. Just true, nakakamiss sa mag-beach. And related sa beach natin, Coach Marife, is taking a vacation. 2 weeks ago, I took a semi-staycation. Why and how? Nandito lang ako sa bahay at bumawi ako ng tulog. Doon ko dinisrupt yung schedule ko. Dinisrupt ko yung schedule ko of content creation and pati yung daily life ko. Dinidisrupt ko siya. Iniiba-iba ko minsan na schedule so that medyo ma-jar up naman ako. Medyo, you will need a little bit of that stress to kickstart you. So, hindi lahat din ng stress ay, hindi lahat ng stress ay nakakasama. Sometimes the stress, you need that to kick you up, to kickstart you. So, yung staycation na ginawa ko, itinulog ko, nanood ako ng Netflix, I just went for something new. And by totally ignoring what I need to work on, nagkaroon ako ng mga bagong thoughts, nagkaroon ako ng mga bagong ideas. So, it's effective. Ayan, di ba, Coach Marife, you take a 30-minute break, kinakalikot lang yung snake plants. So, di ba? Something that's totally unrelated, you are disrupting the flow. You are disrupting the ongoing program. When you shake things up, magugulat ka, magkakaroon ka ng epiphanies. Doon nagkakaroon ng breakthroughs eh. Diba? The more that you think about it, hindi ka magkakaroon ng breakthrough. Pero pag, mapapansin mo, diba, pag naliligo ka, mapapansin habang hindi ka nagsha-shower, nagtatabo ka dyan, mapapansin mo, oo nga yun pala yun. Yun pala yung magandang method nun. Ito pala, bakit kaya pala, ganito ang ganito ang reaction niya. Diba? So, take a vacation. Stop. Recover ka ngayon. Yes, Coach Nilo, we all deserve a break. Kasi pag ginawa ko yung disruption na tuloy-tuloy, that's not anymore disruption. That's escalation na. So, Ano tayo? Disrupt lang tayo via stoppage. Ito, using an unconventional method, yung hindi mo pa nagagamit. This is something that I personally use, like with my daily Facebook lives. Ang ginagawa ko, syempre araw-araw ako naglalabas ng content, halos araw-araw. So, syempre, naturally, magkakaroon ka ng madideplete ka ng topics para hindi ka maging redundant. For me not to deplete my own topics, I use an unconventional method which I venture out. I take something unfamiliar, inaaral ko siya. And because it's unconventional to me, hindi ko siya alam, my brain starts, yan na, nagkakaroon na ng mga snaps, nagkakaroon na ng nagtuturn na yung gears niya. And so, dadagdagan ko pa ng challenge minsan that paano ko ba siya i-deliver in such a way? Nakakaiba dun sa usual delivery ko. I'm using an unconventional method to refresh yung mga ginagawa ko. It's okay and it's definitely good to be different. Sigurado yan. When you do something differently, people will start to take notice. Sabi nga ni Coach Marifes, take a break, have a Kit Kat. Coach Marifes, ginugutom mo ko, mamaya pa ako kakain eh. And the last, how to disrupt is if hindi ka hindi ka pa nga makahanap ng unconventional method, try an unconventional mindset. Diba? Unconventional mindset doesn't have to be different. It has to be something that you haven't tried yet. Naturally, you as a person, you already have that perspective on how to do things and it has worked for you. No doubt. However, if you use something that is different from you, sabihin na lang natin ganito. Ako, I train martial arts and I am predominantly right-handed. Nung nasugatan tong daliri ko, of course, I cannot use my sticks. So what I did is I used my left hand. Diba? From that, sabi ko mindset, I have to be ambidextrous. Kasi some people will say first na, unahin mo muna yung right hand mo, use your dominant hand, be an expert here. Sabi ko, paano kung nasugatan niya, like now? Paano kung nagpe-prepare ako ng pagkain, nahiwa ko siya by mistake? Diba? Or something happens to my right hand that hindi ko siya magamit. And my left hand is leagues away. So what I did for months then, I think that was 3 months, I was already practicing my left hand, but I wasn't using it as my main. So, yun ang ginawa ko. I used my left hand for 3 months straight sa lahat. And yung unconventional mindset doon is, how will I deliver this? How will I deploy this particular technique using the left hand against a right-handed opponent? Martial arts eh. So, nagkaroon na ako ng ibang delivery. So, nanonotice mo na ngayon yung mga difference. You are becoming unconventional. So now, I am basically semi-ambidextrous. So, pinapractice ko lang siya little by little. So, nasa general motor skills pa lang ako. And later on, pinapractice ko na siya in writing and finer motor skills, which is taon na abutin. Diba? You have your right hand, yung dominant hand mo that took you decade or so, more than a decade or so to master. Ganon din dito sa left hand. So, that is one unconventional mindset na nakakatulong sa akin. And that also exercises part of your brain. Tandaan niyo yan, unconventional mindset will exercise parts of your brain na hindi mo nagagamit. So, that's something to think about. To, ano nga ba yung perfect length? Yan. Ito, perfect length. May mga tao na papaisip, ano nga ba yung perfect length mo na yan, coach? I'm sure that you'll have an idea now. Yan. Sabi nga ni Coach Marife, vacation. Taking a vacation. And sabi nga ni Coach Nilo, taking a break. So what is the perfect length for a vacation? If you are to take a vacation and you do not want to lose your edge, you just want to refresh and to shake things up a bit. The perfect length for that vacation is 8 days. This is proven by science that 8 days is the perfect length for vacation. Why? Because it takes 8 days to wind down and acclimatize. So, napapansin nyo pag ikaw ay nagbakasyon, the first few days, you still feel tense. Ano yung sa work? Ano ba yung may mga hindi pa ako naipasa? Ano ba yung mga nakaligtaan ko? What do I need so that I can get back? Isipin nyo yung first 2 to 3 days, yan ang iniisip nyo. Third day, medyo nagte-taper down na yan. When you get to the fourth day, third or fourth day, medyo nararamdaman nyo na nagsasettle in ka na, nararamdaman mo na, oy, bakasyon na ako, ito na, it's cool, yeah. Time to hit the beach or just sit back and relax. So that will continue up to the 6th or 7th day. Nakakapag-relax ka na, nakapag-wind down ka na. So, na-release mo na yung tension. By the 8th day, magkakaroon na ulit ng tension yan. Magkakaroon ka na ng urge na bumalik. That is the perfect length because when you get that urge, it means that may nagsasnap na dyan sa utak mo na kailangan mo na bumalik. Hindi mo pa, kumbaga, hindi ka fully nakatulog. You've just rested and you feel that you're still alert. When you go beyond 8 days, pag bumalik ka sa work, feeling mo parang ang sluggish mo. Parang na-stuck ka dun sa vacation mode. Pag 8 days kasi, na-release mo yung tension from the work, but you still have that edge. Yes, Coach Nilo, you need to save up to 8 days. 8 days is the optimal number of days when you take a vacation and you do not want to lose your edge. After 8 days, ano ka pa rin? You're still at the top of your game. Why? Because it lowers the overall stress levels. Ito yun. Kasi na-shed mo na yung tension eh. Na-shed mo yung tension and you allow yourself to recover. And it also improves sleep quality. And when you have an improved sleep quality, mas madali ka ngayon mag-recover ng energy, mas madaling maging alert. Kaya may nagsasabi sa'yo. May internal voice na nagsasabi sa'yo, uy, bumalik ka na. Oras na. Tama na yan. Yes, Coach Marfe, tama yan. Di ba? Pag more than 8 days parang ayaw mo na bumalik sa trabaho. Di ba? Parang gusto mo na dun na lang. So, sakto lang yung 8 days. Magbabakasyon ka na 8 days. Sakto lang yan when you get back to work. It feels like as if you never left. Pero, well-rested ka. Pag more than 8, parang ayaw mo na bumalik sa trabaho. Pinag-iisipan mo na. Is this work worth it? Pwede bang makahanap na lang ako ng ibang trabaho na ganito yung ginagawa ko sa araw-araw? So, ayun. So, if you're going to take a vacation, 8 days. 8 days vacation, just enough. 8 days to find new work. After 8 days yan, Coach Nilo, dun sa 9th na yan, maghahanap ka na ng bago. So, that is the perfect length. If you're going to take a vacation, do bear in mind. Para hindi kayo bitin. So, Ito, benefits of that strategic disruption. Makikita niyo yung mga pictures mo natin, ipa-flash ko. Yan. So all of them are related. So when you apply this strategic disruption, this is one of the clearest benefits that you will get. You will have that much deserved and much needed restart. Yun ang makukuha nyo. That is the benefits of strategically disrupting your schedule. Yung ititigil mo talaga, i-disrupt mo yung schedule mo for you to get that restart. And when you get that restart, maninibago ka syempre. You're back at the starting line, and that also causes you, or that also results from the rejuvenation. Nakapag-relax ka eh. Na-shed mo na yung tension at fresh ka ulit. Wala namang taong nag-restart na hindi siya fresh. Kaya nga siya restart, it's always a fresh start. Magsisimula ka ulit, there's a new perspective that you will get from it. Kasi shined mo yung dati mong ginagawa. You are now using an unconventional method. You are now using an unconventional mindset. You are becoming a different person by your activities. At pag ganun ang ginagawa mo, hindi ka magkakaroon or mababawasan yung periods mo of stagnation. Yun yung primary benefits nito. There are a lot of lesser benefits na hindi ko na-include dahil marami yun. But the primary benefits are these. Subukan nyo minsan. Ako, I did this for 2 weeks in increments. Hindi ko talaga fully dinisrupt dahil iikot ang puwet ko. Matataranta ako nun. But if you do it in increments, like what I did, I forcibly stopped my schedule of my usual activities. So, nagkaroon ako ng tension. Ano nga ba gagawin ko ngayong araw? So what I did, I focused on recovery. So that hindi ako na-drain kagad, mentally and physically. Kasi mahirap gumawa ng content, especially if it's unique. So, when I restarted my schedule, nagkaroon akong rejuvenation. Kasi I had this new ideas. Kasi pinunuan mo ulit yung nawala eh. You were rejuvenated. Nagkaroon ka ng bagong surge of energy. And when you have that new surge of energy from a new source, it will result to a new perspective. So makikita nyo, nagkakaroon siya ng cascading effect. And when you have that new perspective, you will bring something new to the table that is uniquely you, na sa'yo. Yan. So, I hope that you will not view disruption as a negative aspect of your work, but actually, it can be used as a helpful tool so that it can push you further. Diba? Isipin nyo na lang ulit yung examples ko. Alin ba kayo do sa workers? Are you a ningas kugon? Are you a candle? Are you a firework? Or are you an ember? Alin kayo dun sa apat? And how does this help those 4 workers? When you stop a ningas kugon, na-extend yung buhay niya. Kasi saglit lang masusunog yan. Saglit lang excitement niyan. The candle, you also extend their lives. Yung consistency nila, humahaba. They can burn brightly kung kailan kailangan. Sa fireworks naman, i-delay nyo yung fuse muna. Why? So that you can have the opportune time to show off. Kasi minsan may mga pasabog tayo na hindi natin natatimingan. Diba? Kailan ba tayo nag-deploy ng fireworks? Diba sa gabi? So that it can be clearly seen Walang nag-deploy ng fireworks sa araw. No matter how impressive your firework is, pag deploy mo siya sa araw, walang makakakita. So, yun yung pwede mong gawin sa mga fireworks. I-delay mo muna sila. Wag muna ngayon. Wait for the right timing. For those mga nagbabaga, so that hindi kagad maubos. Kasi they're intense eh. They're intense and they take up a lot of energy. So that you can prolong and you can allocate their energy to more meaningful projects or to more meaningful tasks. Hindi mo kakargahan yan. Gagawin mo, may part na titipirin mo. I-disrupt mo ngayon yung intake nila ng fuel so that they can rest in between. Hindi mo mawala yung apoy. So yan. I hope that you have learned something from this strategic disruption. And why I focus on stoppage, because nowadays, hindi tayo tumitigil. We forget to stop, we forget to rest, and I just want to remind you, yung sa routine nyo, you have to integrate the rest, you have to integrate that pause. And once you do, your schedules will run smoother. Kaya sabi sa inyo yan, because I am a product of it. Ginagamit ko siya. So, I hope that you've learned something, meron kayong mga na-pick up at sana mai-apply nyo. And if you're having trouble applying these, do contact me. Just reach out. Tutulungan ko kayo. Okay? So as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be a part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. Do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach Marife for Coaching for Overcoming at 2 p.m. Alam kong oras di peligro ito, pero if you want to learn more and you want to experience yung how to overcome, ito kay Coach Marife at 2 p.m. And kay Coach Maureen for Coaching for Single Living at 4 p.m. So sa ating mga single ladies who want to improve their quality of life, Coach Maureen is your coach. Tandaan, 4 p.m. yan mamaya. I would also like to invite you to Master Coach Ace Go Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. This is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. So katulad ng coaching session natin ngayon or ating coaching think talk ng Unhooked Living, success will be inevitable. Ako, I'm talking about schedules, routines, habits, how you can build up that consistent activity, because success is never achieved overnight. Araw-araw ginagawa yan. It's an everyday practice. Okay? So ano ba ang meron dito sa certification program? It includes a 21-day web-based learning, 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with the senior coaching team. This program package also comes with many other bonuses, so connect with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661. That is again through Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. So, maraming mga malalaman na bagay. It's up to you if you will pick them up and use it. So, once again, this is Coach TJ from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. So before I go, I'd like to thank all the coaches of all the people who joined this morning. My mornings are better because of you. You are welcome, Coach Marife. So before we go, love bam boom, and love bam boom. Stay safe and dry, everyone.